So it appears that Twitter has finally learned something that all of us who actually go outside and interact with real people of the female persuasion, the finer sex, the most beautiful thing in the world, have known for quite a bit of time. That is the very simple fact that although men, in general, are hornier than women, those women who are in fact hornier are hornier for real, for real. Now, I'm sure you're a little confused as to what the hell I'm talking about, but apparently, I don't know the name of the game yet, mostly because I just wipe it from my mind every time, but there's a gotcha game. And if you don't know what a gotcha game is, basically it's a game where you pay money to spin a slot machine and then you get a character out and then you can play with that character. Like one of those like marble machines? Like you put some money in and then it spins around and then you get a marble? It's basically that. Except normally for most gotcha games, you get a sexy anime woman. But for this one that was made for the women, you get the hottest, most bombastically predatory version of a man. And when I say predatory, I specifically mean for parasocial women, women who are shut ins, don't really talk to men, but they are incredibly horny, right? They're just, they're, it's for them. You get one of those. And then you get to romance them and go on dates with them. And apparently, for those of you who haven't been keeping up with this, I also haven't myself, but unfortunately, I am what you would call terminally online, and I'm very much aware of things that happen on Twitter. And apparently, people out on Twitter have been talking about a new update to this gotcha game. I'm just gonna come out and say it. The fucking NPCs in the game, the husbandus as they are called, they can now track your period. And this update was obviously met with massive celebration because of course they're happy. It's more parasociality. They can be closer to their husbandus, of course, and I completely understand, right? Completely understand. Because if I was a female gooner, I'd want that too. I would want a game that does that. Now, I'm not a gooner. I don't throw out money like that. I'm actually quite money conscious myself, so I have never once played a gotcha game in my life. Pardon. The closest I got to playing a gotcha game was Warframe, and it had that gotcha mechanic. It's not really a gotcha mechanic. It's like those little rift fragments things, and I'd break those, but I'd break them myself, and then I'd sell them to other people. Basically, people would be paying me to play the game. Um, but so I never really identified with this, but I'm aware of its existence because I've been on the internet for, at this point, closer and closer to 20 years, right? And as I said at the very start of this video, women are usually as horny as men. However, the gooner status is usually much more easily attained by men. This is because men are just much more likely to become shut-ins that don't really go outside and have nobody to talk to because women are just more social creatures by nature. Nurture can change this, but I think everybody here is aware that women are just naturally more sociable. However, the levels of goonery, derangement, degeneracy, absolute horndoggery that a woman can reach when she attains gooner status is unfathomable for the regular man. Completely unfathomable. It simply makes no sense. And if you've ever been with a woman who is in fact horny, like all the time, who really is just really likes that stuff, right? You would know that women just go harder than men there. right? Like, men are by default a higher amount, but when the women are naturally, that specific person is beyond that, it's insane. Insane. Completely insane. There simply is no describing it. However, our boy Techie Tony, the bald man with the plan, has been exposed to this. And honestly, I can't wait to see his reaction. So you've heard me yap for about 5 minutes now, and I think it's about time that we hear somebody slightly less attractive yap for a bit.
If you're new here, my name's Tectone. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the frequent series where I am clowning motherfuckers on Twitter.
I fucking love this series. I am an avid viewer.
And unfortunately,
I, in fact, follow him on Twitter. I'm that guy who keeps posting edits of him getting eaten by Kirby.
I already got this person to deactivate their account before I could show you the original
That's beautiful.
tweet. However, I can go ahead and let you know what's been going on. So, the girlies are currently having a gacha game blowing up in the space called Love in Deep Space. If you haven't seen
Love in Deep Space, that's the name. I keep forgetting.
in Deep Space, it's essentially
Honestly, Love in Deep Space kind of sounds like the type of game that I, maybe give it a try. But then I'd see the anime husbandu and I'd go, "Hey!"
what gacha games are for men, but now it's for women, right?
Hello,
but here's
chat.
the problem.
Because his chat is saying, "Hi YouTube, hi YouTube." Say hi to Tecto's chat, guys.
Saying men and women are equal on Twitter, well, that doesn't fly there. No. We need to say that equality and feminism isn't about men and women being equal. We need to make sure everybody knows that being a feminist is about hating men and how
True, very true, very true. That's Twitter feminism. He's absolutely right. If you do not hate men, you're not a real feminist. Because you know what I mean?
how women aren't equal to men, women are above men.
I wish a woman was above me right now. Hey-o.
That is at least what they'll like you to think on Twitter. So a post went viral with 30,000 likes and 500,000 views in 20 short hours.
Giat.
Saying, and I quote, we're going to go ahead and change this because
Women calling gacha games Gooner games, but don't realize men are so obsessed with these virtual women because they treat men the way real women never could do. I mean, that's not true. It's not true, right? If you get you a good woman, those gacha game women, they just don't do it no more, man. They just don't do it no more.
because I clowned on him to get him to deactivate. Because what I did was, quote, retweet, women calling gacha games Gooner games. They don't realize men are so obsessed with these virtual women because they treat men the way that real women never could do.
And to be fair, like, the women who love this new Love It Deep Space game, like, it's the exact same thing, right? They like that game because it's so, it's more than any man is going to do. Nobody's gonna do all of that shit because real people have their own lives, right? Real people have their own thing that they are trying to do, and that means that at the end of the day, real people are not going to dedicate 100% of their time to you. They're not even going to be able to do 90%. Most people, most of the time, if you get a really good person, you're going to get 40, maybe 60% of their time. Because if you get 70%, and you're a healthy individual, mentally healthy individual, you're probably going to start finding that a little worrisome.
Because what they tweeted is men calling gacha games Gooner games, but don't realize women are so obsessed with these virtual men because they treat women the way real men could never do.
And she's right. And so is Tecto.
So what I did is show them that when somebody says exactly what they say back to them, well, they don't really like that shit at all. Now, why did they say that?
Well, because she was talking about the new gacha game for women that is, I think, isn't Love in Deep Space? Like the profits for that are like the highest of any. Yeah, 196 million. Insane. 14 million downloads reached and generated 196 million revenue. Pretty sick.
Why did they say that? You got a screenshot?
I thought it was
great.
bigger.
Thank you so much. Here is proof of what was said. Shout outs to Gravy in my chat. I appreciate you. By the way, I'm live on twitch.tv/TechTone.
I'll make sure to suck up Gravy a little bit. Just this guy right here. You're next. You're next, Gravy. I will find you.
If you want to come give me a follow and see all this shit when it happens live, great.
No.
Or hit like, comment, and subscribe on the channel and hit the bell for all notifications if you just want to chill on YouTube.
Only if you respond to all of my love texts. Only then.
And I appreciate you being here. This was the tweet. Once again, exactly as I said, men calling L&D or Love and Deep Space a Gooner game, but don't realize women are so obsessed with
It is a Gooner game.
these virtual men because they actually treat women the way that real men never could do.
Of course not, because real men are real.
Great.
And I'll say this again. Same way for the gotcha women, right? As soon as you get you a real good man, the gotcha ones aren't going to cut it anymore. Instantly, bro. I was the same way with the OnlyFans and all that shit. It's like, as soon as I got me a real woman, it's like, it's just not the same. It's just not the same, man. It's just not the same. That shit, it just don't cut deep enough no more.
Also got you in case someone says it's photoshopped. Oh, even better. Thank you so much, Gundam. I greatly appreciate that. So this has happened in Love and Deep.
This is very true. This is very true. All right. If you weren't aware of just the levels of goonery that women were capable of, this is a shock, right? I was aware. I've seen it. I was present for this event before in my life, right? So this didn't shock me. But yes, it is very crazy to realize that women, in fact, outgoon men on an individual-to-individual scale. If we talk about statistics, nobody compares. Nobody compares to lonely, shut-in men. Nobody compares. Nobody comes even close to the scale. But quality gooning, that's for women. Women are the quality gooners of the shut-in world, the introvert world, the parasocial world.
Deep Space. Chinese mobile otome game, Love and Deep Space, adds a built-in period tracker. Your
That is so funny to me, like a period tracker. What the fuck does otome
love
mean?
interest will react to your period. Details below. Yes.
It just means that it's for women, young women specifically. So teenage girls, gooners.
That is a gooner mechanic, and women will tell you that it's not.
It's at the same time that gotcha game players say, it's not a gooner game, bro. I just really like the gameplay. Yeah, is that why you play one-handed?
But before I explain to these women why they're all stupid, dumb, and ugly, let me go ahead and show you all the responses that this post got. Unfortunately, I can't show you the quote retweets, but I can show you some of the comments that were made on this post.
Why not the quote retweets? What the fuck is this? What the fuck happened in the quote retweets? Hold on, chat. 1 second. I need to find this tweet. I need to see. Like, there's only 50. There's not that many. Yeah, it's just. There's not even that many quote retweets. It's just a bunch of people being annoying. Yeah, like you know what? This one. Boom. Because she's right. They're all Gooner games. Every single one of them. They're all Gooner games, bro. All of them are Gooner.
Our version of gooning is reassuring love and affection.
Fuck out of here.
Theirs is jiggle physics. No, you dumb bitch. Both genders want love and affection. Us men just want a woman that won't cheat on us, that will not be annoying as fuck, that will, number 3, get a job and make sure that they're paying for things at the exact same rate that we're paying things.
I'll be honest, I don't even give a fuck about that one.
things for and doesn't treat us like shit.
Yeah, it's like just be nice. Don't treat your men like shit. Appreciate the things he does for you. That's all you need to do. And try to try to participate, right? Like even if you don't necessarily have a job yourself, even if you don't have a job yourself, you can help in other ways, right? If you don't have a job, clean up around the house a little bit, you know? Just cook for him once in a while. It doesn't even have to be every time. It doesn't have to be every time. But cook for him every once in a while. Help out. Do something, right? Participate. Lower the burden. Because that's why we seek out relationships, right? You sought out a partner so as to lower your burden. Lower his burden as well. It's simple.
You know what the number one quality of every man that he wants from a woman? This may shock you. It's not a large pair of tits. It's not a big ol' ass.
Lies.
It ain't a big old blowjob machine that'll suck your dick daily because they're horny all the time. No, the number one quality that every man wants is a girl who's not fucking crazy that's nice to you.
True.
That's it. All we want is someone that's nice. And you may not realize this, but countless men are
And to be fair, women just want a guy who's devoted, right? Guys want a nice girl, women want a devoted man. Which at the end of the day, one and the same.
treated like shit when it comes to any woman. No, no, no. These men who are 3 of 10s can't date another 3 of 10 because every woman who's a 3 of 10 thinks they're a fucking 10 of 10.
This, unfortunately, is true-ish, especially in the U.S. If you go to the U.S., you'll see that this is very true.
Because that's what the internet has poisoned them to think. Oh, every girl is a queen. No, bitch, you're fat and ugly just like we are. So get down to the fucking slop. Women, if you were to take a photo of yourself and gender swap it and you don't like the way you look, that's because you're fucking ugly, bitch. And same thing with men. If you take a photo of yourself and you would not date the other person, that's because you're fucking ugly.
I fuck the shit out of me. I fuck the shit out of me daily. Doesn't even have to be gender swapped. Give me a clone. I'll get it on right away. I don't even give a fuck.
And you need to lower your standards.
I know
I'm
I'm
going to say
hot.
that universally.
I'm sexy as hell. I know it too.
Everybody on this earth needs to lower their fucking standards.
I know I'm like a 7 out of 10. 8 if you like skinny white boys. You know what I'm saying? You know. If you like a skinny white boy, I know I'm an 8. Right? A 7, if not. I know what I am.
And also,
Tectone's 10 out of 10, obviously. 9. Bold.
here's news flash for everybody else in 2025. Nobody, and let me rephrase it, a lot less men care about sex in 2025. They don't. You know who does? Women are a lot hornier than men in 2025. It is
I think everybody cares about it. I think everybody cares about it quite a bit. Yeah.
fucking apparent, or at least that's been my experience with your mother. The way they are.
He got me, Chet. Oh my god, he got my ass. Oh my god, he fucking got me, bro. Oh my god, no.
Acting is proof why we prefer fictional men over them. Yep, the way you're acting is proof that men don't want you.
Bro, who the fuck is this Himari's human wheelchair just absolutely roasting everybody? Who is this person just
So dumb.
murdering me?
If the men's behavior in LADS was the norm, we will not be gooning this hard.
You would also not get a chance with them. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Just because you think you're a 10, just because you think you're worth all this shit, that doesn't mean that you are. It just means you're delusional. That's it. You're not going outside. You're not dressing up. You're not working out to be that hot. Because it's like, you know who gets that sort of treatment? 9s and 10s. Both on one side and the other, right? I'd absolutely love it if one day this absolute bombshell of a millionaire woman would say, "Hey, sweetie, I want to take care of you." Yeah, sure, fuck it, Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for that. Same time, I'm aware I'm not that guy. I would that millionaire woman would need to be delusional to choose me. And at that point, that's dangerous. I need to watch out for number one. That's me. I'm number one. I am the number one priority in my life. Because if I don't watch out for me, nobody's going to watch out for me. And if a delusional woman wants to take care of me, I know I'm not going to get good treatment. Like, I just know it, right? So I know that that's outside the realm of possibilities for me. So a lot of these girls just need to understand that, yeah, you're not a 9, you're not a 10. It's okay. Just, you can get there if you work at it, but it does take work. There is not a single woman who is a 9 or a 10 who does not work at it for at least like 70% of their life.
You're right. All men are monsters, and they're never going to give a fuck about
From the waist out. Hey!
your period. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, here's a crazy thought for you. If you weren't just such a miserable, crying bitch and you would just communicate with the people you were with, you'd probably be treated a lot better. Yep. But if your experience with men is this fucking bad,
He does have a point here, right? Like, it's one of those things. If you meet an asshole, you met an asshole. If you always meet assholes, or if you only meet assholes, you're the asshole.
then sure, go have fun in your video games. Do you want to know why? Because the exact same people who have bad experiences with women also seek refuge in video games. Do I think it's healthy? No, absolutely not. But congratulations to why so many people love these fucking video games, because nobody wants to deal with real motherfuckers because everybody's miserable.
Yep.
Everybody's miserable, but the amount of times that I
Well, not everybody, but the people playing these games.
see women going off on men for gooning over a new gacha character and, oh, we can't play that game, it's a gooner game. But now that there's a game that's meant for gooners for women, now suddenly it's fucking fine?
I mean, yeah, he's got a point here. A lot of girls who are very into Love in Deep Space are very much the type of girls who will judge dudes for being into Genshin, being into Honkai, being into fucking Tower Fantasy or whatever the fuck the other ones are called.
Just the same thing, like hypocritical ass content creators like Mina Aoyama was
Who? Mina Aoyama. Whomst?
completely fine with Firefly being waifu bait when she thought she was a lesbian, but now that she's straight, oh my God, she's been reduced to waifu.
True. I mean, it's the same people who, for Dragon Age Inquisition, were super into Cassandra, until Cassandra said, "Hey, sorry, I only like men. I only like big, manly men who will take care of me." Immediately, people were pissed.
And shame on every motherfucker who is not calling her out on that shit, because women like that are fucking unbearable.
True.
You are.
Anybody who's like that, not just women.
Sorry, ladies, you are fucking unbearable. We are all equal in this pile of slop and degeneracy. Nobody is above anybody else. We are all losers
I mean, I'm not.
that have given up on real life because real people suck.
I like real people. That's why I do this. Because I know that every time somebody watches the video, that's a real person. That's a real person having a good time because of me. That's a real person who clicked on the video and, laughed at my shenanigans, laughed at me making silly voices or making a fool of myself, and, laughed at Tectone doing, So, that's why I do this, because I like people. I like the real people behind the screen. You, right? The guy watching this video. I like you. That's why I do this.
And we are taking refuge in anime characters. There's nothing wrong with that, although it is quite lame.
True.
That's my oomph.
It is, in fact,
Yep.
in fact, lame.
As an ace playing this game,
Ace. Ugh.
even without the sexy stuff, the boys do real well as companion.
Look, this whole... I have never met a single asexual person who stayed asexual after meeting somebody they really cared about. Not one. Not one. I've never met a single asexual person who stayed asexual after finding somebody they were attracted to. It just doesn't. No.
Even
I have seen so many people. Oh yeah, I'm asexual, but oh my god, I can't keep my hands off my boyfriend, or I can't keep my hands off my girlfriend. It's like every fucking time.
before they and MC are having closer affinity
I'm asexual, but I have a sex drive and I have sex. So you're not asexual.
and their positive attitude towards period,
It's a thing. It's just a thing. Positive attitude. What the fuck do you mean a positive attitude? Motherfuckers out here drinking blood. You got a fucking vampire husband? Do what?
Jesus. If you don't get it, let me explain to you what a Gooner game is so we can stop villainizing it and so we can stop talking about it, okay?
It's a game for Gooners. That's it. It's a game where the main objective is to titillate. That's it. That's all it is.
Is a Gooner game a game where the breast physics and the ass physics and the lewd, suggestive character outfits are in the game? Yes.
But not just that, right? Because, like, fucking Nier Automata wasn't a Gooner game. It had a Gooner theme to it. It had a Gooner thing to it, right? With 2B being bomb, you know? And fucking Stellar Blade. Like, it had a bit of Goonerage to it because fucking Eve was, you know? But, like, at the same time, Witcher 3 was the exact same thing with a male protagonist, right? That's not a Gooner game. It's not a Gooner game. It just isn't. Like, I will grant the outfits weren't as skippy for Geralt, which, you know, I hope they correct that for Witcher 4. Unfortunately, we're playing as Ciri. I guess I'll have to deal with that. But it's like, it's not a Gooner game just because the character's attractive.
That is a Gooner game.
Because by that logic, fucking Mortal Kombat is a Gooner game. Actually, Mortal Kombat should still be a Gooner game. Maybe then it would have something to make people play it.
You know what else is a Gooner game? A Gooner game is any game where it feels like the romantic interest in the game make you feel more understood than people in real life.
It's he's doing a little bit too much. It's a game with the sole purpose or the main purpose of sexual titillation of the player. That's it. That's all it is.
That is how they prey upon you. That is how they victimize you. That is how they get their money.
Yes, these games are very predatory. Absolutely. Nobody can ever try to argue the opposite. These games are predatory. They're meant to be predatory. Because if they weren't meant to be predatory, they wouldn't be making money.
And welcome, ladies. They've been doing this shit to men for fucking years. You are not different. You are both Gooners. And I'll be real, Love in Deep Space, man, it's a real fucked up one, man.
It's real fucking good from what I've seen. Like, god damn. God damn.
It is. That game is degenerate as shit. And I love it because I've played it.
Gay.
And I'm glad that you ladies now have a game where you feel understood. So now let's stop being so fucking miserable on social media.
Yeah, man, stop judging. Stop judging. You're doing the same shit. Like, this whole thing of, oh, yeah, pornography's bad. Yeah, I can't believe he watches pornography. Anyway, let me go read about this guy who fucking, you know, like, it's a 300-page book about fucking sex. Book talk girlies who judge dudes for watching porn. Get the fuck out of here. You're worse.
And realize
you're worse than they are.
We're all loser Gooners.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
And you are not above anybody else.
World of Warcraft, one of the longest running Gooner games. What are you talking about? What do you mean, bro?
Go ahead, fuck your men, have fun. I hope they give you hugs and kisses on your periods, just like I'll be tit fucking.
Wait, this guy actually makes a really good point here.
I hope they give you hugs and kisses on your periods.
D'Artagnan makes a really good point here. Lads is POV, bro. It's first person. It's first person. You be seeing the back shots coming.
Just like I'll be tit fucking and butt fucking every character like Robin in every video game that I fucking play. Okay?
Dang.
Don't care. You're not above this. We're all Gooners. And, you know, just shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it, man. Just let people enjoy it. It's true. It's true. There are female gooners. And a lot of the times those female gooners are actually a lot worse than the male gooners. They really are. They are so much worse, goddamn. But at the end of the day, does it really matter? I don't think it does. I don't think it matters that much. In fact, I think, me personally, more power to them. Let them have their fun. But with all that being said, if you are a male gooner, leave a like. If you are a female gooner, leave a like. If you are not a male or female gooner, but you still are a gooner, leave a dislike. If you are none of the other things, also leave a like and leave a comment and just say me. That's it. That's all you have to say. Just say me. And not like M-E. M-I. M-I. Say M-I in the comments, and I'll know you're a real one who stayed until the end. But with all that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Cheers.